Hey, what is up, people of the internet? I be the Russian Sniper, and this is some Battlefield 3. Yes, throughout the summer, as I promised before, I'm going to be trying to get back into older Battlefield games, play them, they've still got a good lifespan into them. If they're still going strong, if they've got a good following, is it still worth it for you to go back into that game and just enjoy some of the old memories you had there? And basically just have some fun and get away from the, well, let's just say the newest Battlefield games who are kind of buggy. And yeah, that's what I have to say there. Now, Battlefield 3, as we all know it did have some issues right at the beginning of the launch. There was a few things that was wrong with it, but as it turns out, it has gotten a lot of fixes, and this is the Battlefield that we left for Battlefield 4. Now, what has changed? Well, really nothing. Nothing has changed. They haven't added any updates to it. They haven't done really anything to it. I don't remember getting an update to Battlefield 3, but that again being a year since I played it, it's quite some time, so I haven't really kept up to date with what's really been happening in Battlefield 3. Now, the one thing that we remember about Battlefield 3, we remember the great maps, the great rush maps, and a lot of that is lacking in Battlefield 4. You don't see a lot of maps that have been designed for rush. You don't see a lot of big open maps like you had in Battlefield 3. And overall, Battlefield 3 just seems a lot better than Battlefield 4 does. What about a good following on Battlefield 3? What about servers? What about population? Is it still as strong as it used to be back in the day? Well, no, it's never going to be as strong as it was when it was popular. The one thing you have to remember that Battlefield 3 was free back a while ago, and a lot of people have got it because obviously the game was free on Origin, and there's a huge influx of new players into the game. Now, to my experience, what I've played here, these are not Battlefield players, they're just casual players that picked up a fun game that was free from Origin, and that was it. Anybody who really got into Battlefield got the game back when it first got released, or maybe a couple of months after. But to me personally, by playing about 5-6 matches and recording a little bit, noticing the teamwork and the team play and all that sort of stuff that was going on, none of these guys kind of had an idea of what they were doing. So it's a huge influx of new players, yes. Are they Battlefield pros and old Battlefield vets where you can go in and have really great teamwork and all that sort of stuff? Probably no. You're not probably going to find that experience. Maybe you will still find some of the old Battlefielders that have not really moved from Battlefield 3, although a lot of people have moved from Battlefield 3 to Battlefield 4, but a lot of them have come back at the same time just because, well, we all know what's going on with Battlefield 4. So, don't worry about it if you get into the game and the dude doesn't drop you ammo or he doesn't drop you a med bag. He probably doesn't know how to do it. Just keep calm and carry on. That's the message of the day. So that's pretty much it for Battlefield 3. It's still a good game, it's still a fun to have, there's plenty of servers for you to enjoy, plenty of stuff for you to have fun with, and overall it's still a populated game. Now, for those of you that remember, a couple of weeks back, GameSpy has shut down. A lot of the servers for Battlefield 1942, for Battlefield 2142, and for Battlefield 2 have been completely shut down. You can still play Battlefield 2 due to Project Reality, I think that's what it's called, and there's another mod for it, and also there is a way for you to download their own game launcher which launches you into Battlefield 2. It is a lengthy process, it's going to take you a little bit of time and a little bit of knowledge for you to get that done, and a few downloads which are quite hefty, but overall I think the Project Reality downloads about 7 gig. And the launcher and the updates, the 1.5 update for Battlefield 2, it's about 1.9 or 2 gig or something like that. Once you've downloaded the launcher, go ahead and start it, and you should be able to get back into your favorite mode in Battlefield 2. As for Project Reality, it's a little bit like Arma 2 meets Battlefield 2. That's what you'll get if you actually go ahead and start downloading that mod. As for Battlefield 3, I still think it's a fun game. I've definitely enjoyed it. I've definitely had my fun back when it was out. And it was just a joy for me to get back into the game. Remember the same scenarios. Remember things like I've done previously. And just basically get in with your friends over the weekend. Have a couple of matches. And you will love it all over again. I was really hoping when I get back into Battlefield 3 after a year not being on, there would be an extra little patch there fixing some of the old issues that we reported back in the day. And some of those issues would have been fixed and it would have been even better coming back into it. Sadly, that's not really happened. Unless DICE have a change of heart to come back with an extra patch for this, we don't really going to have that anytime soon. How are you going to find Battlefield 3? Exactly how you left it when you left for Battlefield 4. That being said, that's it for me, and that's it for Battlefield 3. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. You can also let me know in the comments below what game would you like to see posted next. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to get back into all the Battlefield games previously released. Now, keep in mind the GameSpy has shot a lot of them down, so it's going to be tricky or maybe impossible to get into some games, but I'll be trying my very best to get back into as many as I can throughout this summer. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think by posting a comment, giving it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet, and I will see you guys in the next one. Out.